Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the video. My name is Bradley, also known as the Swim Coach. Today we're going to be looking at my team for game week 37, why I picked them. We're not going to do much changes. Well, I think we've only done one. May put some people from the bench back in and just a bit of substitution there. And then we'll have a little quick look at those top players that you guys out there that have you bought in, reasons why I think you've done it, and we'll have a look at those that have been transferred out, and again why, and we'll go from there. And also then a quick little look at those fixtures. So let's get into my team for game week 37. So as you can see, we have Jordan Pickford in goal. It is against Southampton. It is at home. It's the last game at Goodison Park, so hopefully they'll finish off nice and strong at Goodison Park. So that's why I've got him instead of Flecken. So yeah, and then we've gone with a back four with Virgil van Dijk, Nate Norrie, Gallivor, and Milenko. I'll make sure I get that right. Virgil van Dijk, they're away at Brighton. Brighton been doing well, bit of form, but Liverpool doing really well. I was thinking about a few weeks ago having Trent, but as Trent is now buying, I decided to stick with Virgil van Dijk. So that's why. Nate Norrie against Palace, well, it's a bit of a hard one. Palace have been doing really well. I was thinking about bringing in a Palace defender, actually. But I decided not to in the end. I may decide for game week 38. I'm not sure yet. I've got 3 transfers possibilities that I'm looking at for game week 38. So I've got to be a bit careful. Gallivor against Bournemouth at home. Bournemouth will be fighting. City will be fighting for that Champions League spot. I think it'll be a very good game. Especially with City having a bit of a bad, well, I won't say a bad game, a bad result against Southampton. So in the last game week. So that could be possibly it. Nottingham Forest against West Ham. West Ham did win last game, but that was against a bad Manchester United team. I think Manchester United. I will find out exactly, because we do have a West Ham midfielder in Sutek. It was United, I thought so. And he did score in that game as well. So yeah, we've got Mo Salah. He is my skipper this time. It is, as I said, against Brighton. We'll see. There's a few. I may actually be a bit naughty and actually take a few players out and take a bit of a hit. I'm not going to do really well in the league, so it doesn't really bother me. We've gone with Rodgers. Here's a replacement in. I got rid of Murphy from Newcastle. And the reason why I've got Rodgers in instead of Murphy is because those last 2 games of the season, Spurs and United. There you go. I was thinking about having Ollie Watkins as well. And that is actually a possibility that I may change at the last moment. De Bruyne as well in. We've got Wood and Isaac. Now, I may actually, as I said, get rid of Isaac and put in Wood. Not Wood. Ollie Watkins, just because of those last 2 fixtures. Now, if I do those transfers, or that transfer, we will actually save some money. It means I do actually, you know what, let's just do it. We are going to take a 4-point hit. So there you go, minus 4 points. It is against Spurs, so there you go. My bench, I'm going to probably change 2 of those players on that bench for the next round. I will probably be taking a 12-point hit for the next round. No, probably another 4-point hit for the next round. I'm going to bring some Arsenal players in for that Southampton game. So yeah, and then also I will be bringing in maybe a Bournemouth player as well. So yeah, so we will see. So that is my lineup, and an up-to-date lineup for you guys. I could even put Watkins as my skipper. That may be a late call for me, but we'll see. Deadline is Friday the 16th at 6 p.m. That is because we do have 2 Friday evening fixture games. That is Aston Villa versus Spurs, Chelsea versus Manchester United. The reason why they've done that is because of the Spurs and United are playing in the Europa League final on Wednesday. So they've been brought forward. There are no games on Saturday, purely because that is the FA Cup weekend, and they wanted to just make sure there was no games running. So it is Man City versus Crystal Palace at Wembley on the 17th. So the fixtures are now being moved to the Sunday. So we do have 5 fixtures on that Sunday. We start off with the last ever game at Goodison Park. It is Everton versus Southampton at 12 o'clock. We then go into a 2:15 kickoff. West Ham versus Nottingham Forest. We have then 2 games at 3 o'clock. Bournemouth Fulham, Leicester Ipswich. And then at 4:30, we have the mighty Arsenal versus Newcastle. That is a big, big game to who will finish second in the Premier League. Then we go Monday Night Football. We have Brighton versus the champions Liverpool. And then the rearranged fixtures that have been moved to Tuesday night. We have Crystal Palace Wolves and Man City. Whoever does win the FA Cup is going to have a nice home welcome. Very nice. Now, let's have a look at the stats of the top players in. And, oh, look at that. Ollie Watkins is up there. So, there we go. And I've just joined that list, especially with the 2 fixtures they've got coming up. And hopefully he does really well. He is the new Premier League top goal scorer for Aston Villa. That was quite nice on him. Well done, Ollie Watkins. We've got Isaac up there. Eze up there. I don't know. It's that last game of the season against Liverpool is going to be a bit of a tricky one, I think. Oh, okay. Now, I did mention a lot of these names in my previous video. So if you do want to have a little look at that, just jump into the previous video. Other than that, there's not many big changes. Haaland has been bought in a lot. That 14.9 million price tag against a Bournemouth team that's fighting. A Fulham team again that's Fulham team that are fighting. So I don't know. Saka's another interesting one. I think people are more prepping for this Southampton game, and I really agree with him on that one. So yeah, not much else that I've actually seen out there. Top transfers out. Again, agree. Probably because of the fixtures. Again, agree. Mo Salah probably to get Haaland in. And I would say, yeah, there could be some hard fixtures. So I probably agree. A bit tricky actually, because you're getting rid of the top point scorer. That's the problem. You're getting rid of the top point scorer in the whole of the top. Yeah, look at that. He's 109 point. No, 109 points clear of the next player. Now, even if you didn't use your triple captain on Salah, that's 664 points just from Salah. Now, if you look, we're going to do a little bit of placing here. We'll go the top overall. There we go. There we go. If you look at the overall, okay, that's literally what you're talking. I would say 40%. No, 20%. You're talking 20% of your points. Maybe not, actually. Maybe not. But actually, it's talking 25% of your points. If you had Salah captain all the way through. That is 25%. That is very, very interesting. Yeah. 25%. Now, if you look at the most probably highest points person you could have. Okay, so if we go scrolling through, Palmer game week 6, 25 points. 75 you had him triple captain. I think he's the top player actually. If you did have it that game week. But I think the only nearest one was probably, there you go, another one, the 22. So that could be close. But there you go, Salah. Salah on that game week. So 29 points on game week 24. That is the highest. Yeah. Mo Salah game week. Wait, even Trossard's up there. That surprises me. But yeah. So if you did have Mo Salah in your team, well done. Let's just have another little double check. So yeah, 300 odd. So if we took away those 29 points, okay. Actually, no, don't need to. If we actually had him as our triple captain, a double captain the whole way through. Just saying. He'd be on 664. And all you do is plus 29. Almost 700 points for Mo Salah. Now, you ended up on 2,100 points. That's 33% of your points just from Mo Salah alone. Just saying. So that is very, very interesting. And I think people getting rid of someone like Mo Salah, I just don't see. So that's my big rant there. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, it is game week 37. going back in time. 37. It is a 7. First game starts at 7:45. The deadline is at 6 p.m. So for now, ladies and gentlemen, good luck for game week 37. I do apologise that I did have a little rant about players selling Mo Salah. But if you did like my little rant, please hit that like button. Also, on May the 30th at 12:30 p.m, I will be streaming beforehand at 9:30, playing some old school games, some new school games, a bit of mixture. And I will be having an announcement to make. And that goes, there are full fit challenges if you guys out there help with my goals. So for now, ladies and gentlemen, have a lovely time. I'll catch you on the next one. Goodbye for now.